What's going on, guys? My name is Everletcher, and today I am back with a Pixel Gun 3D video. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about cat spam, 3 cat spam in particular, and I'm basically just going to be going over and talking about how cat spam is dying in Pixel Gun 3D. Now, please, before I even get started, I'm not saying that cat spam is dead. It's definitely not dead, so don't think I'm saying that. Basically, I'm just saying that cat spam is kind of dying out. You don't see it as much as you used to, and I'm going to be talking about why that is, and basically just what's happening, why a lot of people are not cat spamming anymore, and just kind of why and how it's no longer the meta, and everything like that. But real quick, if you guys are new, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. And if you guys do want to see more more videos about cat spam, then just leave a like and show some support so that I know. No error comment. Just leave a like and show some support so I know you guys would like to see more. But anyways, with that being said, with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and get right into this. So anyways, like the title says, I'm going to be talking about why cat spam is dying and basically what's happening with cat spam. And there's 4 main reasons that I have that I personally thought of. I might be missing out on some things, so if I do, make sure you guys comment that down below and let me know like exactly what I missed out on. I will be using a cat spam loadout in today's video. That's the loadout we're using right here. Make sure I have modules and everything. So I think I do. So that's what I'm going to be using. So we're going to go to a game and basically just talk about why cat spam is dying out, why you're not really seeing it as much as you used to, and everything like that. Okay, so the first thing is kind of an obvious one. Basically, if you guys do remember, before I actually get into the reasons, if you guys do not remember, there was a while back when lots of people were complaining about cat spam. Mainly it was Echo Soldier and Exotic Gaming. No, they are not the reasons cat spam got nerfed and everything. It got nerfed just because, not gonna lie, it was kind of broken. It wasn't cat spam itself that was broken, but cat spam was broken. You cannot deny that. It wasn't because it was cat spam. It's just the weapons that people were using were too overpowered. And that's honestly what I think, because at the time, most, if not all of the cat spam, okay, it wasn't all, but most of the cat spam weapons were, in fact, like one-shot kills all the time. And it was just too broken. It was really broken. It was overpowered. With that being said, do I think they should have gone and changed it how they did? Definitely not. But it's their game. They can do what they want with it. But I do want to go ahead and say, if you guys do not remember, a long time ago, about a year ago now, I believe, cat spam was, at one point, the complete meta in Pixel Gun 3D. If you guys knew how to do it, you would basically just be clapping everyone. And Stale Turtle, get out of here, man. But you'd be beating everybody. It was just broken. If you knew it, yes, it takes go to cat spam. I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Why has cat spam been dying out in Pixel Gun 3D, though? Well, to answer that, the first thing we have to look at is obvious, and that is the weapon delays that were added to cat spam. If you guys don't know what the weapon delays are, come on, right over here, you saw the weapon delay right there. I didn't cat spam properly. I know, guys, I'm not the best at cat spam. I haven't cat spammed in like 4 months, so don't judge me. But like, right here, I'll show you guys a delay. Right up there, it's a delay. If you come over here, it's a delay. That's one thing that's killing cat spam, and that's because there's weapon delays on so many weapons. You have to cat spam a certain way. So yeah, it takes a little bit more IQ to actually cat spam, because you actually have to figure out what weapons do delay, what weapons don't, what combinations work, what combinations give you delays. So it's a little bit more effort to it now, but once you do figure it out, it's basically the same thing. But that's the first thing that's kind of killing out on cat spam, because you can't just grab any weapons and just start cat spamming with it anymore, because yeah, weapon delays kind of stop that, and that's just kind of how it is. So weapon delays was the first main reason that was killing cat spam, and at a point, the weapon delays were absolutely insane, and there was really like nothing you could actually do to actually cat spam. It was so hard, because almost everything had a delay on it, and it just absolutely ruined everything, and lots of players actually complained so much about that. But yeah, so that was the obvious one. Delays were obvious. It was not great. And oh my gosh, this cancerous loadout right there with the freaking, what do you call it, the destruction system and the necklace. That is just a noob. But anyways, the next thing is the weapons being nerfed. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, so many of the cat spam weapons are actually being nerfed. If I actually come over here, we can actually take a look at some of them. Laser Cycler was nerfed. At one point it had no delay. Just recently, the Exterminator was nerfed. It was a one-shot headshot. Now it's a 2-shot headshot. I believe the Thunderer was also nerfed, and at one point the Alien Blaster was nerfed as well. And that's just all the that is just all the backup weapons that were nerfed. There's so many more. The Laser Bouncer was nerfed at one point. We also had the, where's it at? The Reflector, I believe it is, right here. That thing was nerfed at one point. A lot of these cat spam weapons are being nerfed to the point to where it's almost not even worth using them. For example, the Railgun was nerfed. and I hated that. The anti-hero, not champion, was nerfed. The alien sniper rifle was nerfed at one point. The prototype has been recently nerfed again, and keep in mind that's a mythical. It's a 3-shot body shot now, which is absolutely awful. But lots of these cast spam weapons are being nerfed, and it's just making it not fun to cast spam. That's why I personally do not enjoy it. They're being nerfed to the point to where they do so little damage, it's really not even worth using it. With that being said, though, all of these weapons should not be a one-shot kill. Maybe a one-shot headshot, but not a one-shot body shot. But these weapons are being nerfed, and that's kind of killing out on the actual cast spam in the game. The reason for that, though, is because, well, really, with all these weapons being nerfed, you have to find a weapon that does good enough damage, but that also doesn't give you delays, and that's where it gets kind of tricky. What the heck did that person just do? That's where it gets kind of tricky because there's really not many weapons like that. Because, I mean, you can find one that does a lot of damage, but hey, look, there's a delay. And it kind of just ruins you. And you kind of, for example, right now, I think one of the best ones to use is anti-champion, which is absolutely overpowered. But then everyone that cat spams is only using that weapon, and it's just kind of frustrating. And there's no variety, and that's the one thing. You want to keep it with a variety, but people can still have fun playing how they want to play. And that's kind of the whole point of the game. You should all be allowed to play however you enjoy to play. Just make sure it's balanced and fun for everyone to do it. Don't make it to where it's overpowered like it used to be. So, come on, there we go, got you. And can I get someone else? Come on. Okay, I didn't get it. But yeah, so weapons are being nerfed, and that's one big thing that's just causing cat spam to die out. Well, that one's probably an obvious one as well. But the next one is the current meta. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the meta in a game is basically just whatever's controlling the game. The most powerful thing in the game, the easiest way to win in the game. That's what a meta is. If you play Clash Royale, you've probably heard that quite a bit. No one's really talked about the meta much in Pixelgun 3D. And the meta just recently has been changing a whole lot. The current meta is honestly the most cancerous thing in the world. Basically, you can tell based on the weapons they're putting out, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later on in the video, but the current meta in the game is basically just heavy spam. It's heavy spam and just all these new OP weapons they keep putting out. That's the new meta. The new meta is basically just spam all these new weapons that are coming out, these new overpowered weapons that don't get nerfed. For example, we'll come over here. You have something like the Sword Soul, and you have, where's another one? The Chickaboom, the Deadly Tail, all these new weapons that are just completely overpowered. That is the new current meta in the game. And that is what is destroying the game. That's what's destroying cat spam. Not necessarily the game, but it's destroying cat spam. These three right there, that one, and that one as well, the Fist of Fate. All these weapons are kind of just destroying it. And it's destroying cat spam because, I mean, when people, like, these weapons just directly counter cat spam. They take no skill, so people can just spam them the entire game. And, for example, if we come up here, we have stuff like this right here, Seizewood Gauntlet. You have the freaking Aboard Puncher that thinks OP as well. The freaking Tesla Cannon can be considered one. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's very, very spammy, and it slows them down, so it is a pretty good counter to cat spam. But, the main thing is, like, all these new weapons, they take no skill, and they're so overpowered that they can easily take out a really skilled cat spammer because these weapons are just so OP. And that's one of the other things that's kind of killing it because that's the current meta. Everybody is doing that same meta and just spamming these overpowered weapons. It makes the game not fun at all, but it just makes it to a point where it's not even a skill-based game. It's more of a, I mean, some people say pay to win. It's not really pay to win. It's just it's not a skilled game. Basically, whoever has the OP weapon is going to win, and that's how games should not be. For example, in Call of Duty Mobile, there's not one weapon that if you have it, you're going to clap everybody. And I apologize for the awful gameplay in the background right now. I'm trying to focus on talking, but get out of here, man. Jeez, the little noob spamming those little nunchucks. But what was I saying? Like, for example, Call of Duty Mobile, there's no one weapon that if you get it, you're just going to completely clap everyone and destroy everyone. And that's the exact opposite in this game. For example, double cash check. You have so many, all those new clan weapons are so broken. And if you have them, well, you're going to have an advantage over everybody else because they're so OP. I'm backing out of this lobby. That's the most cancerous thing I've ever seen. But if you guys have those weapons, you're going to be winning everything because you can spam them the entire time. It takes no skill. And any player that does have skill isn't going to stand a chance because those weapons are too broken. It's not a level playing field. But that's one of the main things right there that's really just destroying cat spam. That's the current meta. And the last one, if we actually come over here, this one I don't have to go to a game to talk about. Come over to the Battle Pass, and we look in here. There are no cat spam weapons. I mean, the Deadly Catcher could be considered one. I haven't used it. I don't have it. I don't know if you can cat spam with it, but the sniper, some of the snipers could be considered cat spam weapons. But for the most part, it's heavy weapons. Where's the other ones? Special weapon, that's definitely not a cat spam weapon. And then you have the freaking melee, that's definitely not a cat spam weapon. And if we come over here to the events, we have a sword soul card, not a cat spam weapon. Lance soul card, not a cat spam weapon. The bow soul card, not a cat spam weapon just because of charge shot. And then if we keep coming over here, go to the event. Oh, what was even in this event? I don't even know. Kind of the craft sets. None of these were cat spam weapons either. If we look over here, I mean, the what is it? The sniper, the pulley snipey, I think that's what it's called, could be considered a cat spam weapon. None of those were cat spam weapons. None of those were cat spam weapons. The shotgun could be considered a cat spam weapon. I'm not entirely sure about the pistols. The laser cycle and the digital sunrise were, but you know how long ago that was? None of these were. I don't know how that sniper worked. I don't think it was that good. None of these were cat spam weapons. 2 of those were. And if we come over here, the dual angers are. The Portalium rifle is. Nothing in that is. I don't know. I don't think either of those are. The whatever the crap the sniper is in this section is a cat spam weapon. Space Devastator. The sniper in this one just sucks. But the main thing is none of these new weapons that are being introduced to the game are cat spam weapons, and that's really limiting the cat spammers to what they can use, because lots of the old weapons they're using are getting nerfed, or they're having delays added to them. And when everything's getting nerfed that we currently have, and we're not getting anything new, it's really limiting the cat spam players to what they can use, and that's really just destroying it, because it's like it's basically like if you're losing all your inventory and you're not getting new inventory, you have nothing. And that's kind of the whole point. That's the best analogy I can think of on the spot. But that's kind of the main thing, is kind of just destroying cat spam. And I mean, like I said, by no means is cat spam dead. It's not dead at all. I still come across cat spam players every couple games, but if you look at gameplay now as compared to 9 months ago, there are so many more cat spammers back then compared to there are now. And you barely see them now, and the cat spammers completely made up the competitive scene of Pixel Gun, and you don't really see that anymore. The competitive side's kind of died down. It's now just a bunch of tryhard, sweaty kids spamming the heavy weapons and stuff like that. And I know some of you guys are probably not going to agree with this video and stuff that I've said, but I think it all kind of, at least one thing you should agree with. But cat spam is not dead, but it is slowly fading away. It's no longer the meta. It is fading away, and you don't see it as often as you used to, and that's what I mean by dying out. But anyways, guys, that's all it's kind of my opinion. Some of it's kind of factual. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys did make it this far, comment down below. Spoon Army for the win, FTW. So if you guys made it that far, comment that down below. And if you guys do want to see more content, subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys leave a like. And yeah. So anyways, guys, comment down below what kind of some challenges and stuff I could do for videos. And with that being said, I hope you guys all had a very blessed day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.